how to make chain stitches, the base of many crochet patterns and the start of many beautiful designs. To make chain stitches, hook up your yarn and bring through the loop on your hook. Again, hook up your yarn, and what I'm doing is I'm turning my hook around, so to the bottom, facing to the bottom of my stitch, and then pull through. That's a chain stitch. Again, hook up, and I'm turning and pull through. Again, hook and pull through. So yarn over your hook and pull through. You can see now I've made a few chain stitches. What's important here is that they're all consistent, and don't pull too hard and make your chains too small, because chain stitches as such have very little room to expand, and if they're too tight, you're going to make life hard for you when you, for example, have to work in them. So hook up and pull through. Hook, pull through. Yarn over, bring down and pull through. And pull through. In this process, you're making chain stitches, which are often the base of many crochet projects. If you just take a moment to look at what your chain stitch actually looks like. If you look at it from the front, you see these little hearts, and if you turn it around, you'll also see a little stitch here to the back, and this one here to the back is often called the spine of the chain stitch, or the third loop, or the back loop. Different names are given to that stitch. And then these two here to the front, when people say work in the chain stitch, they often mean this loop here. Some patterns will say to explicitly work in the spine of the chain stitch, and then there's this stitch here on the back. So if you're working in the, just work into your chain stitch, you would pick up, for example, this loop here and work into that stitch. If you're working into the spine of the stitch, you would turn it around and pick up this loop here. That's more on the back, that loop there. And for example, work into that stitch. So once more, if you're working into chain stitches, usually you'll pick up one of these two loops. So I'll just take the one that's to the top facing you and work into that loop. If a design asks to work in the back of a chain stitch or the spine, you turn it around with the, now I have these chains to the bottom, and then here you'll see this third little loop here, this loop here on top of the chain stitches, and then you work into that loop. So to make a chain stitch, you yarn over and pull through.